Hi, it's Chef Cyndi with Fresh and Easy. In honor of Heart Healthy Month, we're going to make a tabbouli salad and an almond crusted chicken, which is delicious and I'm sure you'll enjoy. We're going to be using for our tabbouli the Bulgur Wheat, 2 types of cherry tomatoes, yellow and red, some lemon juice, an English cucumber, some scallions, all kinds of herbs from mint to parsley to basil. And then for our chicken breast, we'll have some almonds, obviously our chicken breast, a little bit of garlic, cayenne, and olive oil. So let's get cooking. Making tabbouli salad is very simple. We have our bulgur wheat. It's a cup of bulgur wheat in a bowl. We have a 1.5 cups of hot water. We're going to add the juice of about 1.5 to 2 lemons, depending upon how juicy these lemons are said to be. They look like they're pretty darn juicy. If you notice, I'm kind of, with my other hand, I'm catching all the seeds. It's a great little tip to avoid any of these seeds. And I think 1.5 should be fine. Now, we'll finish this off by quarter cup of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, we'll add this to our bulgur wheat, and then we cover it. We let it sit for about 15 minutes, and it's going to be nice and fluffy, and we're ready to add other ingredients, all these vegetables that you see here. My vegetables are pretty much done. All I need to do is seed my cucumber, and you do this in order to get some of that bitterness away from the cucumber, and that's where that bitterness tends to be in the seeds. So there you have a clean cucumber, and we'll finish chopping this up. Now I used an English cucumber. They tend to be a little bit sweeter, but you know, if you find just your regular cucumber that you have at the store, feel free to use anything you want. As you noticed here, I've chopped my cherry tomatoes, all my herbs. We're gonna dump all this into our tabbouli. Now the tabbouli, it's been soaking for 15 minutes, and all I did is that I drained any of the excess water out, depending upon sometimes how long you leave it, how much water goes into it, very little or hardly any at all. Our red cherry tomatoes, our yellow cherry tomatoes, we've got about 4 scallions, 1/2 cup each of mint and basil, finely chopped, and in goes quite a bit of chopped parsley. It's a huge amount of parsley, it may seem like, but once it's all tossed together, it's going to be quite yummy. Now I'm going to toss this together, taste this for seasoning, some salt, and I need to adjust even some lemon. I can add a little bit of lemon, a little bit of salt, and we'll be good to go. Onto our crusted chicken breast. What I have in this food processor, I've already started pulsing a 1/4 cup of almonds, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and a garlic clove. And I've just pulsed it until it's a pretty good puree, and I think we're there. Now, for the chicken breast, a few complaints that I get are, the most common complaint is half of the chicken breast is dry when the other part is pretty much undercooked. That's because it's pretty uneven. There's a thin and a thicker part. Well, the quickest way to remedy that is by putting it in a resealable plastic bag. And with a meat tenderizer, the flat side of it, you basically just pound it. Get all your aggressions out. And even it out. And I think we are there. As you can see, our chicken breast is now pretty even, and that's going to give you an even cooking. We'll plate these, or place these on an aluminum foil lined baking sheet. Put this out of here, bring that here. And as you can see, it's easier to see how much more even this breast is. We're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to keep one hand clean while I touch the chicken with the other hand. Have a little bit of cayenne. Use it sparingly, or if you're like me, use it a lot. Now, let's get our almond paste. We'll get an even layer all around. Now, once again, you don't want any cross contamination here, so just use one hand for this, and we keep one hand dry just in case you need to pick up the phone or something. And I think we're good. Now I'm going to go wash my hands, and then we'll put this in a 450-degree oven for about 15 to 18 minutes and make sure that there's no juices that are, the juices should be clear. That's what you're basically looking for. So we'll be right back. Now our chicken, we brought it out of the oven. We let it rest for about 10 minutes, and then we sliced it on the diagonal. And actually, let's get with the spinach first. I tossed the spinach with a little bit of olive oil and lemon juice. We're going to make a cute little bed here. Then we'll top it with our chicken. Let's see if this will work. There we go. Our nice chicken, we'll stagger it out. Then we'll add our tabouli. All kinds of colors going on, from red to yellow. We've got the crunch of the cucumbers. And here we have our heart-healthy meal that we've paired with our organic cranberry juice. Enjoy.